Welcome back to March to Orbit, and we're in orbit. Look, we're in orbit. So last time we launched our solar satellite. This is hopefully solar and polar satellite. This is hopefully going to complete what I like to consider as the first sort of satellite missions. The basic ones, the science, solar, polar, and then basic, just getting a satellite up. And after that, I think we're done with satellite missions around Earth. I think we're not going to allow ourselves to do them anymore. We could do the grinding, but we're doing enough grinding just to get to orbit, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to have a look at contracts. Those are the two that we failed, which we didn't lose as much as I thought we were going to lose. We've completed first polar satellite, and now it is just a case of waiting for 14 days. 14 days of this thing floating around in orbit. So let's send it round, and see what happens. Hopefully it will actually complete the contract. Oh, hello. I feel as though that's losing charge. Okay, that's not going to hit us, is it? Please don't hit us. Yeah, I get that. It's run out of charge. Good. It's finally. That's one of the big issues I have with Kerbalism, which is is just that fact that it does that. Now you'll notice we're getting science from visual imaging because we're polar. We're actually going through multiple biomes that we wouldn't normally have gone through. So we're getting that. We're also, although we've got quite a highly eccentric orbit, we're still classed as, near to Earth. So we're getting all that near to Earth science doing it. We can speed up a bit more. We can just spin around a bit. Look at that. It takes for ages, doesn't it? Now, I don't know if this contract, I can never remember, do you actually sit on this contract yet? Can you go away and come back to it? I can't actually remember what the situation is with first solar power contract. What I'd be tempted to do is, if it was me and I went away and came back and it hadn't completed it, I would just complete it with cheat mode. I think I'd allow myself to do that. So anyway, you've seen us there. We finished it. Let's go back. Let's see what the rest of today is going to bring. Right, we have some more upgrade points to spend. We'll put them in the VAB because might as well. It doesn't help anything. Let's be entirely honest. We have 12 points of science to spend. I do not see anything I want to spend it on. I mean, we could still go for that, but no, I don't think so. I think I may have made a mistake going for the digital comms, if in all honesty, but no, I'm happy with it. I'm happy. That thing there, we're gonna comms tech level will pay for that. Tracking station, we'll do that. Then this one will pay for that, and I'll pay for tech level 2. Okay. I really want to get to this one because it gives me dishes. And that would potentially mean we could send something to Mars or Venus. We could still send something to Venus, actually. That's a thought. Maybe that's what we try and finish on. If I can get all this stuff done. If I can get to... Hello, we'll just recover you. If I can get to where I need to. Right. We're not going to do any of these. Because I don't know. First geostationary satellite, potentially, but I want to go for lunar impactor, lunar flyby. This requires I've got 1 unit of charge, got to be within 500 kilometers. Okay. This requires I've got at least 40 kilograms of mass. I've got an altitude below that, and I've got to have a speed and that. Okay, so we need to figure out, can we actually send something to the moon? So let's go and have a look. All right, so this is our Gamma 1B rocket. We're gonna save that, but on the top there we have our thing. Now, how do I want to do this? You know what? The way I normally do it is that I actually figure out what mass I'm allowed, sort of thing. So let's do that. Let's put a tank on the top. Let's make it just a conventional structure tank. We'll put that there. Right. And then we're going to take this, we're going to reroute it. We're going to say that's the route now. Okay. Take that off. Now we're going to fill this with lead. Or if I can remember how to do it. Where are we? Tool tank UI. Lead. Give me lead ballast. Right. That's going to kill our Delta V straight away because it's tons and tons. It's 3 tons of lead. We want to take it down to having enough to get to orbit. That's about there. So... Oof, that's tight. So we're maybe thinking 800 kilograms. 800 kilograms is probably going to be my target. Yeah, 800 kilograms is probably going to be my target. That's what I'd like. 800 kilograms. This craft can get about 800 kilograms to orbit. Okay. We may want to put some strap-ons on this or something, or we may want to operate it. What's its total mass at the moment? It's got 51. Wow, I've got a 100-ton pad. We could just stick a strap-on the side of it. I could put a couple of little side boosters on to give it more thrust, actually. That is an idea. I could put another stage here, actually. I could put a second stage on top of there. But let's see if we can do something with that. So, with that in mind, we're going to change this to 0. It has a 0 load. And then we're going to start a new structure. Right. We need something that's going to be able to get to the moon. So we're going to start off with what we're actually sending, this thing. We're going to send this. We're going to have this on science core, as good as you can get. Okay. How long is that going to last for? Right. Firstly, we need to check our... One of the reasons I start with a new one, because it will operate our all our tech levels and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a look at this. Let's get our antenna planning sorted first. This is where we start to get a bit chunky on stuff. So we're gonna close that to start with. Let's have a look at this. So I want to go from my vessel there. I want to look at the moon, please. No connection. There is no connection to the moon. Okay, that's new, is it? Oh, that is new. Right, what about if I increase this? Okay, so we do get a signal there. Right, okay. That's what I want. That's it. That's the one I want. I'm guessing that we'll actually do better when we get an upper rate, but yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that. Transmission is going to be our limit, and that's what we're on. So there we go. Right, so close that. Right, so this thing is now capable of going moon. Right, now we want to look at experiments. Do we want to actually send experiments? Well, I want to send a camera. It's going to weigh 5 kilos. Okay, 5 kilos for a camera. What else have I got? 2 kilos for micrometeorite. Mass spec. That doesn't take long. I want stuff that's not going to take long because we're not going to spend much time anywhere. That's days. Yeah, I think thermometer barometer is going to be the choice, isn't it? I think that's what we're going to go for, thermometer barometer. All right, and then we're going to turn those all on. Turn them all on. Right, what's our usage like now? 19 days. Okay, what about if I put active transmission to wherever? That's okay. So we're looking at pretty much what we've done before. We're looking at 25,000. Okay, right, next. Can I improve anything? No, I cannot. We can change the top and bottom color a bit, but we'll get to that. Right, that's what we've got to get to the moon. We're not going to put it into orbit, I don't think. Although, I mean, potentially we could think about that, but we're going to go for impacting first. So now I need to be able to get that to the moon. Let's go with integral structure. What tanks have I got? I've got an aerobie on it. Okay. Does the aerobie, what's the aerobie require? It needs high pressure, doesn't it? Yeah, of course it does. Of course it needs high pressure. Right, we're going to do that. No, I don't like that at all. You know what? We're going to do what we've done before. Because you know what? If it's not broken, why don't try and fix it. Make it wider a bit. A bit more. A bit more. That's nice. It's not nice. It's absolutely horrible, but it will do. There we go. Right. Let's try that now. Can I put fuel in that tank? No, I can't because this thing needs to be reattached and put back on again. There we go. Now, what's my mass for that? Yep, that is way more mass than I want. What if I actually check that the engine is correct? And we do all of that again. Remove tanks, put that back on. No, that still is pretty rubbish. Okay. That's a lot of mass I'm needing to send, isn't it? I think we're going to have to do something with our vessel and make it carry a bit more mass. Because I need it to be about, let's have a look. I don't want to be worried about it not hitting. How heavy is that engine? It is not heavy at all. That's not a problem. What have we got? We've got helium. There's nothing I can use on anything else. What's the lightest engines we've got? That is actually it, isn't it? We've got these Vernier engines which run on kerosene liquid oxygen. What's that? 200. That's better. What am I thinking? What am I No. No. You wouldn't be a possibility, would you? No, your ISP is absolutely terrible. You're not going to go for you. So I think we're looking at that. I think that's the idea of what we're looking at. I think that's going to be it, sort of roughly. Although we may need a bit more fuel in there. Thinking about it, because I have a feeling that our residuals will cause us problems. So maybe 10. What is residual percentage? What's it saying? Projected residuals 4%. Okay, 4% of about 3,200 is a number that, what's that, 440, 120, 120, 120. So that takes me to 338 for some reason rings a bell. 338 sounds about right to me. So might as well just do that. Yeah, that's terrible. So that's 1.5 tons. That's potentially what I need to put up. Okay. Right. And that would be potentially an impactor. We could just do that if we really wanted to. We could move that up as well. Okay. That's potentially the craft. Can we make it less? Like if I change this inner, does it actually have a positive impact on this whole structure? Not really. Not really at all. In fact, it's got worse. How has that happened? Hold on a second. How is that even possible? That is weird. That is very strange. Maybe we need to do the outer in a bit, like so. Is that something that would work? I don't know now. You know what? Let's change that back to just a cylinder. Maybe I'm actually being too smart with my designs. Do that. How heavy is that? Oh, that's interesting. Right, diameter. 1.4533. That seems better, but I don't know why. Maybe cylinders are slightly better than this. That's interesting. Right. I want to be about seaside. Yeah, there we go. Right, that'll do. That's horrendous. It looks horrible, but it will do. Right. That's that. Luna 1. That's what we're going to call it. We've done almost nothing in this episode. We haven't launched anything. That's for sure, is it? All right. So I think that's our aim for the moon. And we'll use... now, is there something that's better RV, actually, thinking about it? ISP. You have got a better ISP. Oh my lord, that takes 2 minutes. That can't run for 2 minutes. Right, well that's going in the toilet, isn't it? There we go. Get rid of that. Right, let's go back and look at this. What's my mass on that? That's too much. We need to cut it down. So, experiments. Let's configure the experiment. Let's go light to start with. What do you weigh? You weigh... Where's your mass? Where's your mass? Come show me your mass. 100 grams. 100 grams, 100 grams, 2.2 kilograms, 5... We have to get rid of the camera. The camera is too heavy. Get rid of the camera. What does that do for us? Not much. What if we get rid of the mass spec as well? Get rid of that. Okay. Well, you're sending two things. Tiny little probe thing going, okay. And then what if we actually make this thinner? What if we make it a bit like that? Yeah, I like that. Maybe a bit more like that. Right, how long does this last? 2 days. I don't want 2 days. What if we don't transmit very much? Okay, so that's 9 days with almost no transmission. That's more than enough. Right, now that takes us down to a more manageable amount, is it? That's a lot less. That's a lot better. Right, I'm going to call this, that's lunar exclamation, was it? Okay, Luna 0. Luna 0, that's what we're calling it. Right, let's try this whole thing again. I've got 4 minutes. We just wasted so much time. Right, let's have a look. Make this narrower. and shorter. Put this on the end, and we'll make this high pressure. Take that, put that back on, go for there, and that gives me 23 seconds burn. Okay, this is doable. What's the which engine is this? Right, change to this one. This one can go for 40 seconds. Let's see if it'll do it. Remove all tanks. No, that's not going to work for us. It's going to have to be the first one, which is annoying. It is annoying because we could potentially have done it better, but yeah, well, whatever. That's 40, a little bit more. 50. This is now within range of what we wanted, actually. So we just had to strip it down to almost nothing. There we go. That's the craft. It's not pretty, but it'll do. We'll make it horrible. We'll make it white there, and on the end we'll make it white. And then this thing. We have 2 minutes left. Just enough time to recolor everything. Yay! Make that colors awesome. So you know what? Somebody needs to teach me how to do this nicer because it's just horrible. It is just horrible. Right. So that's going to be Luna 0. However, we need to put it into a spin. So we're going to put the spin stuff onto the departure, the upper stage. So load up. Where are you? Gamma B0. Merge. There we go. Take that, and I want this bit here. Get rid of that bit. Put this bit under there. Wonderful. Pull the whole thing up. Make sure that we're actually not underground. There we are. Right, so I think the next step of this, if we can get this to work, is to put side boosters on this. We're basically going to build a horrible version of the Soyuz, but we'll get this to work first, I think. Right. So what do I need to do? Well, first of all, we've got 1 minute 30 left, so I want to try and get this ready. Let's pull this fairing apart. This is going to be okay. That and that is going to be the final stage, that fairing. That and that is okay. So as long as this can get us into orbit, which it maybe can, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lock this tank. There we go. So we can actually keep an eye on our Delta V for the launch vehicle. Right. So we need a couple of things. I need ullage motors, because this is going to need to be ullaged. And I'm going to need spin and orientation motors. So I'm going to take this off here. We're going to need some tanks, first of all. So we're going to go with integral structure, because we can. I've got 50 seconds, so this is going to be reasonably quick. Fillet cylinder. Max that out. Drop the diameter and this down to 40. I want to say 40. Right. They're going to stay there for now. Now I need some RCS. What have we got? Okay, this is RCS. Yes, it is. How big are you? You are horrible. Give me the other one. Yeah, that, right. I think I need 4 of you. There we go. 4 of you. And then I need a couple more of you. We'll need 2 of you. Probably 2 of you there. And then I need some sidey-widey ones, which could be something else. So from me, until next time, where we finish this, have a great one.